everybody, and welcome to the Reality of Wrestling. My name is the Bo Brad Gilmore, joined as always by Kirby Carry-On and a new member of our broadcast team, the Bear, Ruthless Ryan Davidson. Ryan, welcome to the table.
Hey guys, it's great to have me. Kirby, I see you over there, baby, the historian himself. But guess what? Reality of Wrestling looks like we're going to make more history tonight, Brad.
Absolutely. We're going to see Gigi Rey and the Insidious One, Diamonds Division action.
The Insidious One is nothing more than an enigma here in the Reality of Wrestling. But with the Diamonds division heating up, we're looking for a contender. Who could be next? It could be one of those two women right there.
And in our main event tonight, we will see Culture Inc. take on the longest reigning tag team champions in history, Shawn Hendricks and Isaiah James Legion, for the Reality of Wrestling tag team title.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Millwoods, Alberta, Canada, this is Gigi Rey.
Millwoods represent for Gigi Rey, all the way from the Great Northern, and guess what? I mean, so many great talents coming from Canada, a place who you actually got to work in.
That's right. I was out there in Hamilton, Ontario for Alpha One, and I can tell you this, when it comes to wrestlers in Canada, you won't find anything better, and the word on the street is Gigi is the real deal.
And her opponent, representing Legion, this is the Insidious One!
A lot of talk about Gigi Rey, of course. Also, the Insidious One, a member of that evil triumphant known as Legion. Kirby, carry on. Talk about what the Insidious One's been able to do here at the Row.
She has been nothing but impressive, and honestly, she's more than meets the eye. She's an enigma, if you will. But she gets the job done in there in the ring, and Gigi Rey is in a lot of trouble here tonight.
Obviously, Diamond Division as hot as it's ever been. These women trying to get to that #1 contender spot. And Ryan, you could talk to it from that perspective. What is it like when you want to be the #1 contender for the Reality Wrestling Championship, or in this case, the Diamonds Championship, and having to work your way through the entire roster?
I can tell you this, if there's any potential that you can go ahead and go after any championship, especially the Diamonds Championship here at the Reality Wrestling, every match counts, every move counts, every moment counts. Gigi and Insidious better make sure that whatever they do inside the squared circle, it counts to walk away with a win here tonight.
Oh, wow. Insidious One getting tripped up there from Gigi Rey. Oh, wow. Wow, look at that cover. 1, 2. I thought we were going to see an end to this match here in the early goings.
She almost went ahead and knocked the green right out of her hair. What a kick by Gigi Rey.
Oh, my goodness. Right off of the top, the Insidious One, not wasting any time. Both of these women going all after it. That could be all right there.
Wow.
1, 2. Oh, my goodness, Kirby. These two women going after it.
100%, and Gigi Rey needs to do something. She has been trained by Michael Richard Blyce, and that's along with TJ Wilson and Natalia from WWE, so you know her training is going to be coming into play here tonight.
Absolutely. It's one thing to train and practice, Ryan Davidson. Another thing to find yourself in the ring as Insidious One completely smothering Gigi Rey.
I can tell you this, Kirby went ahead and mentioned that Gigi's been trained by a lot of notable talent in the Great White North, but I can tell you this, Insidious, she's been trained by the dark arts. And right here, 2, it could go ahead and prove to be an improvement here for her in this match.
Trained to the dark arts?
The dark arts.
Is that what you said?
I know this.
Like Professor Snape?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
I hear you. Right now, Insidious One has a knee in the middle of the spine of Gigi Rey and pulling her right there in the middle of the ring. But Gigi Rey able to elevate to a vertical base. Still control for the Insidious One. Those right hands right into the rib cage.
Aggressiveness right here on Gigi Rey.
Oh, my goodness.
Right there.
Cover. 1, 2.
Oh, wow. I can't believe she kicked out. I thought that was it.
And Kirby, carry on. We saw these two women battle before. They are not unfamiliar with one another. We saw them at Diamonds Are Forever.
Absolutely, and that was a match that the Insidious One was victorious in, but Gigi Rey said that she had a new game plan. She has learned some new things since then, and she's ready to prove everybody here that she can win against the Insidious One.
Crowd coming alive here at the Row Arena.
Right now, both these women get moving for position, and Gigi Rey may have found her opening. What is she looking for here? Oh, snapmare takeover. Gigi Rey bounce against the ropes.
Oh, sliding forearm.
Cover 1, 2, and a kick out there.
Wow, beautiful execution by Gigi Rey.
Perfectly, and she even went to the referee and said, wait a minute, that wasn't a 3? I thought that I hit the nail on the head with that one, and she absolutely did. And now Gigi Rey, reversal into the corner. Oh my gosh, right into that turnbuckle, has great ring awareness.
Wonderful pin right here. 2, 3. She got her.
The winner of this match, Gigi Rey.
Gigi Rey got a quick victory right there on the Insidious One, almost out of nowhere, and the surprise is on her face.
I can tell you what, I'm just as surprised as she is, but then again, when you're trained by some of the best that Canada has to offer, to pull out a pinfall like that, that's to no surprise, and that just goes to show you the talent and the skill that Gigi Rey goes ahead and presents right here at the Road Gym Arena.
Down. Down. Hip up. Down. Stop, stop, stop. Your back's not straight. Your footwork is all wrong. Look, when you come into this ring, you don't just represent you. You don't represent your family. You don't represent your state or your country. You represent something bigger than all of that. You represent me. I'm the frickin' magician. And so do you want to be on this fight team or not? I said, do you want to be on a fight team or not?
Yes, yes.
Then in position. Down. Down. Pivot up. Down.
Did I get that right? He's from your mama's house?
I mean, yeah, I guess wherever makes you feel more confident, but I can tell you what about Adrian Thomas. He's the epitome of confidence. This guy is hungry to get in the ring and showcase himself here tonight. He's been training hard. He's been working hard. Brad Kirby, we're going to see a guy that's ready to make an impact here in reality wrestling.
Big spot for Mr. Thomas, broadcasting live from, again, Yo Mama's house. Interesting to see him make his reality wrestling television debut this evening.
And making his return to the World Gym Arena from Madrid, Spain, el padrino de la familia, Aiden Cristiano.
The madman from Madrid walks back inside the World Gym Arena. Ryan Davison, a huge reaction for Aiden Cristiano, someone you are very familiar with. What is it like to see him back here in the WGA?
Are you kidding me? I'm just as shocked as anybody. Aiden Cristiano is back here at the World Gym Arena. Former tag team champion, former reality wrestling champion, the El Jefe of La Familia. Man, this is huge.
Darby, carry on. What a reaction for Aiden Cristiano.
100% the people here at the World Gym Arena absolutely love him, and that is not without mistake here. He has been in classics with Gino, with Ryan Davidson himself. Literally, Aiden Cristiano's name is something of a staple here at the Reality of Wrestling.
Absolutely, and right now Adrian Thomas making his debut, but up against somebody who has completely controlled the squared circle here in the Reality of Wrestling, and you can tell he is hyped up and ready to go back here at the Road. Man, I never thought that we would see Aiden Cristiano again. Took a long layoff. How long was that layoff, Kirby? Carry on.
I want to say about a year and a half now. And look, he looks in phenomenal shape here tonight.
Definitely didn't take any days off in the gym. La Familia back to its original formation. And right here, just a few short weeks before our biggest event of the year. That's right, Reality Wrestling Christmas Chaos is around the corner. I want to thank everyone tuning in to all the television stations around the country watching us right now. And if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you. Make sure you hit the subscribe, thumbs up the video, and do your shares, do what you're supposed to do as we get ready for our opening contest.
They're ready to see Aiden Cristiano go at it, and rightfully so. He's been gone for a while.
All right, these two finally lock up, collar and elbow tie up. Aiden Cristiano waist control, brings him right down. Some chain wrestling to start us off. Adrian Thomas to that bottom rope.
I mean, it's no shocker. This is exactly what you're going to see from Ayden. It's mind games. He's a master tactician, a master of the mat. That's what's made him a former Reality Wrestling champion.
Also, I mean, you could go on and on with this man's legacy. He's main evented the Summer of Champions, main evented Christmas Chaos, Kirby Carry-On.
100%. That classic match that he had against Gino in that Lucha Extrema, I will never forget how they destroyed the ring. But I've got a question here, Ryan. You've had a layoff here as well. What was it like coming back and then, you know, being here for the first time after such a long layoff?
I think I can speak for everybody when saying that 2020 basically changed everyone's lives. And sometimes you got to take a step back to go ahead and take a few steps forward. And Aiden Cristiano, as we can see, definitely took in some steps in the right direction.
Yeah, and Adrian Thomas taking steps backward. Right now, that chop echoing throughout the halls here inside the WGA. But right now, oh, look at that. Oh. And a tilt-a-whirl head scissor, taking the Madman from Madrid down, but he was right there. He was right there.
We almost saw decapitation, Kirby and Brad, right here in the World Gym Arena.
What great ring prowess and ring awareness by the Madman from Madrid, El Jefe, as you called him, Ryan Davison, to be right there in the right place at the right time. And a big suplex to follow that.
Picture perfect as always by Aiden Cristiano. Adrian better pull something out of his elbow pads, shorts, whatever he can if he's hoping to walk away with a victory here tonight.
Oh my goodness. And when we talk about the legacy of Aiden Cristiano, Kirby, we've highlighted some of his accomplishments, but what do we, when we think about Aiden Cristiano, what do we think about in terms of his history in this business?
He commands respect. As soon as you are in the ring in there with him, he absolutely commands respect. And he controls the pace of the matchup in a pace that I've never seen before.
Absolutely, and right now he grabs the back of the head of Adrian Thomas, clubbing blow to the upper spine. And right now, it's been all Aiden Cristiano for the majority of this contest. And a big scoop and a slam right there.
Wonderful.
And you're right, to take this long of a layoff and to be able to come back in tip-top shape and dominate the way that we've seen. It's not like he wanted to ease himself back into this, Ryan. He was full go from the start of this match.
Absolutely. He put the foot down on the pedal to the floor. There has been no sign of stopping from Aiden Cristiano from literally the moment the bell rang. Oh, Adrian's fighting back.
Well, he's doing what he can, but right now, he's in a battle of not just physical will, but mental ability. Aiden Cristiano's been in there so long, he knows everything. Right there, missile drop kick off the top rope, cover one. Oh man, and a kick out after one.
But see, that's where the lack of experience comes in right there. He just hit him with that beautiful kick right in the mush, Brad. But I'm telling you what, he showboated for a second. Aiden Cristiano would have went right for the pin, and that's the difference between the two competitors.
You're absolutely right. Great insight there from Ryan Davison, who's going to be joining us here on the commentary table. And right now, side headlock from Adrian Thomas. Oh, and some short elbows to the rib cage. And right there, just smothered him. Wow.
Took him clean out, Brad and Kirby. I think we're about to see Ayden just go to another gear.
Honestly, it was like seeing a bull right from his hometown of Madrid, Spain.
European uppercut.
Running over Adrian Thomas right now.
A European uppercut in the corner, and now look at that.
Wow.
towel. Just threw him across the ring.
Somebody better throw a white flag or something in there because Ayden has been cleaning shop on Adrian Thomas from bell to bell.
I am sure Aiden Cristiano has visualized this moment for months, and right now, it's got to be doing better than he could have ever dreamt up. Now going to the outside. Going to the outside is Aiden Cristiano. What is he doing here? Just getting Adrian Thomas back in. La Familia with him. Looking to wrap this thing up. Oh, goodness, that might be Oshiro. 1, 2, 3. Aiden Cristiano victorious.
I don't know about you guys, but I tell you what, there's very few, probably not anyone that has ever looked that impressive their first night back than Aiden Cristiano.
The winner of this match, Aiden Cristiano.
You're absolutely right, Ryan Davidson. Complete domination, and the family, quite literally, La Familia, back together with their leader at the helm. Who knows what's going to happen now at the reality of wrestling when you have that trio who was so dominant in years past? I'm sure they're about to take over the future.
I swear I'm starting to get fed up with all this Warren stuff. He just said he didn't need us at ringside, and look what he just went out there and did. Embarrassed himself against Will all day.
When you're right, you're right. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I bet he got distracted by Will's girl shoes. Those things are shiny as hell.
Man, girly shoes or not, I'm getting sick of this stuff. For months on top of months on top of months, Warren's been telling us, I'm going to put you guys at the top of reality of wrestling. I'm going to get you guys to go. And what's changed? What's changed? We're still in the same position.
Look,
Yeah, you're right.
look, calm down. Calm down. Right, wrong, change, no change, it doesn't matter. I think that does matter, that the reason we're in the same position is because we're following the wrong guy. I keep telling y'all this. Follow the plan accordingly. And what do we have done? Follow the wrong plan accordingly. And look where we're at. Same spot, no gold around our waist, not the top reality of wrestling. Quality experience over quantity experience. I have quality. Warren has quantity, and I don't mean jack. So from now on, there's a new plan. There's a new change. And it might not be with Warren.
Introducing first, from Skipperville, Alabama, the self-proclaimed best technician in Texas. This is Clay Roberts.
Well, the best technician in Texas, all the way from Skipperville, Alabama, Clay Roberts taking on a new role, a new attitude as of late, since coming back after that long layoff from injury. And right there, look at it, he's got some cornermen with him there, Ryan.
You know, I can tell you this, some people might not actually like this new image here on Clay Roberts, but let me tell you something. He's been scrapping since the start. He's a man that's looking for his spot, looking for his area in the spotlight, and if he wants to go ahead and prove to himself that he's one of the best precision, one of the best great wrestlers that we have here in reality of wrestling, then this is his moment to shine.
Right, and Kirby Carriol, we saw the Vaseline being placed on the face. Clay Roberts, every time he walks in there, is ready for a fight.
100%, because he believes that he is the hardest hitter here in the reality of wrestling. And we're about to see what he does against his opponent, Tommy Bolton. And his opponent, from Deadwood, Texas, he is the Buzzard, Tommy Bolton.
Well, the Buzzard, Tommy Bolton, We saw him a few months ago, Kirby Carrion, win that big ladder match at the Summer of Champions, which got him a championship opportunity. Since becoming this buzzard, Tommy Bolton is really taking his game up a level.
100%. If there's anybody that's going to contest the hardest hitting person here in the roster against Clay Roberts, it's going to be Tommy Bolton. And this could be another signature win in his record if he managed to pull this off.
All right, right now, the buzzard from Deadwood, Texas, taking on Skipperville's favorite son. You ever been to Skipperville, Alabama?
Absolutely not. In fact, until I've even met Clay Roberts, I didn't even know such place existed.
I have.
Oh, really?
Guess what?
What?
It's everything you think it is.
Oh, that's cool.
Opening bell sounds as Clay Roberts and Tommy Bolton jockeying for position. Clay Roberts, oh, look at a shoulder thrust.
What a nice shoulder thrust. That just goes to show. Look at the cockiness that Clay Roberts is presenting here. You better watch it, though. One of the toughest guys on the road roster is Tommy Bolton.
Tommy Bolton, we've seen him use his head before as a lethal weapon, Kirby.
100%, and that is exactly what he's known for. He's got one of the hardest heads here in the reality of wrestling, and Clay Roberts is just being thrown around right now.
Headlock takeover after headlock takeover there, and reverses it on him, and now has control on the back. But that shoulder thrust, we know that Clay Roberts studies a lot of the MMA greats, including the UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman, who he studied extensively.
Nice.
Never seen Kamaru do a leapfrog like that, but right now cover 1, 2, and a kick out.
Look, we could talk about all the guys, all the athletes that Clay Roberts has studied. And don't get me wrong, it's very important. But when you're in the ring with someone like Tommy Bolton,
inside cradle, 1, 2,
go! You're not just in here trying to get ready for prepping somebody for a wrestling match. With Tommy Bolton, you got to prep yourself for a fight.
And cover 1, 2, and to be pinned every 2 seconds, it looks like. Big slam there.
Great slam
from the
Tommy.
buzzard. Another cover, 1, 2. And a kick out again from Clay Roberts. What do you think Tommy's game plan is with these quick covers?
I mean, every game plan he's had in every single match, he's trying to absolutely run through his opponent.
Oh, look at that.
What a shot. We heard that from here.
I felt it. Irish whip reversing the corner. Tommy Bolton trying to get the boot up. Clay Roberts has it well scouted.
Nice dragon screw by Clay.
And writhing in pain right now is the buzzard. Now you got to think that's just chumming the waters for Clay Roberts. He's going to work on that leg, Kirby.
He is the self-proclaimed best technician in Texas for a reason here, Brad. And once he smells blood in the water, it is just game over. Right now, it's a question of not how Tommy Bolton can come back, but if he can come back.
I guess studying all the film that Clay Roberts has been doing has went ahead and just going to show off, because as the old cliche goes, a three-legged table is good to no one.
Absolutely.
For over 13 years, the King of Solar Screens has been an industry leader, and we proudly use 100% American-made products. Home of the $55 any size, any color solar screen.
Well, what about arches?
$55.
What about circles?
$55.
What about rectangles?
$55.
Any size, any color, installed free. The King of Solar Screens, on time, every time.
Now can you dig that, sucker?
Right there, Tommy Bolton, fisherman hook. This could be all.
Great bridge by Tommy Bolton, but of course, working that leg, he wasn't able to go ahead and secure the pin that he wanted to.
Absolutely right, and then that kick right into the left knee. Elevated knee of his own from Clay Roberts. Tommy Bolton tries to get out of it. Come on, that is uncalled for. That is uncalled for.
That's smart, Brad. Say what you want about Clay, but that's smart. He's been working the leg since jump, going right back to it. Keeping Tommy Bolton on the mat exactly where he wants him.
Cover 1, 2, and a whole new Clay Roberts Kirby carry on.
ever since his return from injury. It's honestly like I don't recognize Clay anymore here, Brad. He's just been so full of himself, but he has been getting victories. So maybe this new attitude is completely working for him.
Sometimes, guys, it's not about being a fan favorite. Of course, it's nice to go ahead and get the cheers and everything, but you know what's more important than that, in my opinion?
What's that?
Is getting the wins. And Clay Roberts is focused on the wins, and he should be, because if he wants to be one of the best that reality wrestling's ever seen, he needs to start putting some W's in the win column.
You're absolutely right, and right now, I'm wondering if Tommy Bolton needs to think about living to fight another day. That knee has taken extensive damage. He can barely support his own weight.
Oh! Whoa, what a shot.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, there's that headbutt.
We were talking about it earlier. We referenced it. Tommy Bolton having to work on adrenaline right there. Beautiful.
Look, Clay going all the way up to the top.
Oh!
And Tommy saw it coming a mile away.
I think that would hurt. Oh! How do you battle through injury like that in the middle of a match, though, Ryan Davidson?
Just the fight that Tommy Bolton has, man. It's not something that you can teach. It's either something that you have or you don't. And believe me, the buzzard, he's got it.
And those back elbows right there, Kirby, one after another.
Those are sharp elbows that are connecting with Clay Roberts right now. And like a colossus right now, Tommy Bolton is just rising up to the challenge.
And a headbutt again from the buzzard. Tommy Bolton took maybe a second too long. Cover 1, 2, and he.
Oh, man. I thought that was it right there.
It looked like it could have been. Clay Roberts went all the way down after that headbutt there from Tommy the Buzzard Bolton. Tommy now setting him up, Kirby, carry on.
And I don't know how much that is going to be helpful if he's trying to go for a headbutt here. But look at this, the defiance. He's going to fight through the injury here.
Clay Roberts trying to go for that chalk block again.
Going back for the leg. Why not? It's been working for him.
Trying to almost single leg Tommy Bolton. Tommy Bolton had it scouted and another headbutt.
Clay might not know math after this match.
Neither might Tommy. All Tommy's got to know is 3. And a cover.
Roll up right here. Roll up.
Oh, no.
Here he goes.
Beautiful. Going for the submission right here. This is what he's great at, Brad, right here. He's got it locked in.
Center of the ring, Kirby.
With extra torque.
That's it.
He's tapping. That is all. That is all. Stop this.
The winner of this contest, Clay Roberts.
Clay Roberts doing what he needed to do, going in there, picking apart the buzzard, seeing that injured left knee and exploiting it.
I can tell you this, if there's anyone watching, any up-and-coming wrestler that just watched this back-and-forth match between Tommy Bolton and Clay Roberts, you got to give it to Clay. You stick to a big game plan, and you see it through, and that's exactly what got him the win here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, during our last event in Dayton, Texas, we saw the official contract signing between the Savage King and Edge Stone to meet inside of a steel cage for the Reality of Wrestling Television Championship. But after both men signed, the Savage King did something unthinkable by stabbing Edge Stone in the eye with the pin used to sign the contract. What came next was a message to Edge Stone.
An accident in the 21st century presents an entirely new set of challenges. From self-driving cars to failures in new safety technology, if you've been injured in a car accident, you need a 21st century lawyer. After all, you have to make your case here before you can win it here. Injured? Choose the smart lawyer. Call Walker Texas Lawyer now and download the Walker Texas Lawyer app.
It's such an honor being seated at the best seat in the house.
Absolutely right. This is the best seat in the house. Abel Andrew Jackson, officially the face, joining us here.
Now the voice.
The face and the voice.
First, accompanied by Nick Holiday from Orlando, Florida. This is Malipo City, Eli Knight, Culture Inc.
Culture Inc. getting the rematch that they have petitioned for. They asked for it, they got it. We saw this team take on Legion the last time they came to Texas. And they came very close, Abel Andrew Jackson, to capturing those Reality Wrestling Tag Team Championships. A very impressive young team.
Oh, most definitely. I'm super impressed to see what these guys got. You know, it was very close. It was a close call. So I hope they crossed their T's and dotted their I's.
Absolutely. Kirby Carrion, of course. Culture Inc. Culture Inc. Such a great team.
They were very close last time, and tonight could be their night to become champions. And their opponents. They are the longest reigning tag team champions in Reality of Wrestling history. Izzy James, Shawn Hendricks. This is Legion.
Well, as long as I've been here at the Reality of Wrestling, which this month makes 9 years, Legion has been a force, but never have they been as toxic or as deadly as this tandem right here. Shawn Hendricks, Isaiah James, longest reigning tag team champions in history, Abel.
Wow, I mean, they're just the perfect mixture, if you ask me. They're rough, they're violent, they're technical, they have everything. And Culture Inc. has a steep hill to climb.
I agree with you there. I mean, I think that Culture Inc., we saw how talented they were the last time they were here, Kirby Carrion, but this duo, this version of Legion, I just see them as being unstoppable.
100%. Ever since they took those championships from La Familia, they have just been on a whole other level.
Absolutely, going on a great run. Here we are. This is your main event of the evening. Legion versus Culture Inc. for the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Referee going over instructions with these two teams. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, come on now. Whoa, jumping them from the back. Shawn Hendricks being tossed out. And right now, Culture Inc. 2-on-1 against Isaiah James and Kirby. I don't even think the bell is rung yet.
I did not hear a bell ring. Now it has, and this match is official. We're off to a hot start here, Brad.
Absolutely. Isaiah James in there doing business for Legion. Those two men have the same idea right there. And Abel Andrew Jackson, you have found yourself as a champion in this industry, most recently a former Reality Wrestling champion. Big one, two, big lariat there. What is it like to have to defend a championship you've worked so hard to obtain?
Well, you know, a lot of people think that it's hard, getting the championship. It's harder containing and keeping the championship. That's when the real work begins.
Absolutely. I think that we've seen so many teams teams and individuals win championship gold, but defending is a whole different thing. Big boot there from Hendricks, and he's looking for it. Drop the leg, brother. Going for a cover. 1, 2. About a 1.5 there. 1.5 there. Shawn Hendricks donning the face paint tonight, really going into a battle, going into war, Kirby.
Shawn Hendricks has always channeled something different. Whenever he's out here in the ring, it is always a different Shawn Hendricks that pops out. And maybe with this new face paint, he is showing a different side of himself that says that this reign will continue. Oh! He might have gotten a bit of that paint kicked off there by Eli Knight.
Eli Knight, 1.5 of Culture Inc. And there goes Shawn Hendricks back in there, and a quick cover, maybe? Quick cover, 1, 2. Oh, look at that.
Culture Inc. are showing me something different here, Brad, than they did last time. Last time, they were literally seconds away from possibly winning the championships. The 10 toes down connected, but then it was countered by Isaiah James to where Legion kept the championships. Today, whole different game.
Kick out there after 2 from Shawn Hendricks. And right now, they are really going to town on Shawn Hendricks, and Isaiah James just begging to get in there. Look at that, they're almost there. You found yourself in these kind of matches before. Oh. And look at that. Tag in, and they're cutting the ring in half, not allowing the freshman to get in.
You know, it's just these guys came to play. They done their homework. Oh! And they came to play today. They say they're taking it. Oh, they're taking it home. They say that they're taking it home this time.
That is what they're. Oh, look at that! I mean, it's hard to even get a word in with all the action that's going on in this tag team match. This is for the Reality Wrestling Championship, Tag Team Championships. It is your main event this week on the row, and right now, Culture Inc. putting Legion in trouble. Flipping Shawn Hendricks over. Elevated drop kick. Oh my gosh, could we have new champions cover? 1, 2.
Oh!
Wow.
So close. Wow. So close.
Kirby, carry on. I think that it isn't putting it lightly that Legion is finding a new level of competition at Culture Inc. tonight.
100%. What I'm seeing here right now is a completely different game plan. Just similar to how we saw Francis Ngannou get defeated by Stipe Miocic. Francis Ngannou came with a different game plan. This is Culture Inc. right now.
Culture Inc. Exactly. I think that you're right. You talk about doing the homework. You talk about a new game plan. This is not the same team that we saw the last time. Oh! Suplex cover 1, 2. Do we have new champions in the kick out?
That was so close. And you know, some people may be a little upset about how they're doing it, but when you're going for the goal, everything is open. There's no rules of engagement.
You know what? I think that we've seen that in years past of doing whatever it takes to get that championship. But no, Isaiah James gets the tag, and there he comes. Clothesline, and another. Oh, wait a minute. Everybody's getting some tonight. Oh! European uppercut. There's its twin.
Oh!
Body avalanche. Isaiah James on fire right now, but getting slowed down, and there it is! Picture perfect!
That's it!
This could be all, that could be all cover. 1, 2, and he's there to break it up. And that is great tag team wrestling.
So close.
Malik City saw it might have been it right there, and he breaks up the count as now all hell is breaking loose here inside the ring as all members are just fighting it out in the center.
Look at that. Both these men thought the same thing again. Nobody home on the outside. Shawn Hendricks looking for a fisherman's hook suplex. Reversal. Oh, wait a minute. It just goes head over tea kettle. All those steel steps on the outside. back inside the ring. Isaiah James trying to fight this one by himself and doing a hell of a good job of it, Abel.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, I'm speechless.
One, two, three.
What? What?
The winners of this contest and your new Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Culture Inc.
And just like that, the titles have changed. You said, Abel, there's no rules of engagement, and I think Culture Inc. had to bend the rules to get the job done, but we have new champions.
They came to play. I could see it. They had the fire in their eyes. They done their homework. They came to play today. They came to play.
Corby, carry on. One of the most historic runs in the history of the Reality Wrestling Tag Team division has now officially come to an end, but not by the way that you'd want to see. It's cheated out of the championship.
It's an absolute shame to see a championship reign end like that. It's different when you win it fair and square, but to do something like that, I mean, congratulations, Culture Inc., but that's not how I want to see it get done.
No, right now, I mean, I'm speechless like you are, Abel Andrew Jackson, to see we have brand new Reality Wrestling Tag Team Champions in our main event this week on the roll. More to come on this before Abel Andrew Jackson for Kirby Carry On. I'm the Vote Brad Gilmore, and we'll see you next week.